class will be Israelites found in Africa and the Americas. I'm going to go into history again. I'm going to give y'all more detail. Some of you are like, oh, not again. No, listen, there's more detail. I got videos, I got maps, so hopefully you guys will be entertained as well as educated and edified with the class. All right? You know that in videos, we are visual learners, so have y'all watch me read all day. So we'll open up with 1 Kings 12, verse 15. Now, bring out to speed, you have King Solomon had went off into idolatry, following behind his heathen wives, and he passed away. His son Rehoboam took his place. He was young and foolish as king, and he made a wrong decision, following behind his boys he grew up with or was one up with, were young men that were with him, and he decided to reject the counsel of the elders that were with his father, and he caused the splitting of the kingdoms. So Rehoboam, we're going to read about the split of the 12 tribes of Israel. It went from 12 tribes, and they split into 2 kingdoms, one referred to as Southern Kingdom, one referred to as Northern Kingdom. All right? Southern Kingdom, Northern Kingdom, or better known as Judah, which consists of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, or Ephraim, better known as, or Israel, better known as Ephraim, Manasseh, Asher, and down, who in the New Testament is referred to as Gentiles. In the New Testament, or Greeks, or uncircumcision, and so on and so forth, strangers, depending on the context, and so on and so forth. All right? So 1 Kings 12, verse 15.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 12, verse 15. Wherefore the king hearkened not unto the people.
Right, Rehoboam, go ahead.
For the cause was from the Lord, that he might perform his saying, which the Lord spake by Ahijah the Shilonite.
Because Ahijah the Shilonite promised Jeroboam, who was King Solomon's, he was under him. And he was basically under King Solomon, and the Lord told him through the prophet Ahijah that he would be the king over the other half of the tribes, the other 9 or 10. Can you include Dan? And so that's what took place. Read on.
Verse 16. So when all Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them, the people answered the king, saying, What portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse.
Meaning the hell with Judah altogether. Go ahead, being over us. Go ahead.
To your tents, O Israel.
Ephraim was out. They left. Go ahead.
Now see to thine own house, David.
Deal with your own tribe. Now you can't deal with us no more. Go ahead.
So Israel departed unto their tents.
Uh-huh.
But as for the children of Israel, which dwelt in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them.
Because you had some northern kingdom Israelites that resided in, like, for example, you have Judah had their own land, and Simeon resided within that land. So he had power over them, of course, but they didn't deal with him anymore. They just said, listen, we're going to deal with Jeroboam. All right? Some of them resided with us as well, some of them, very few of them, but the majority of them was like, the hell with you, we out, we're going to go be Jeroboam from now on. So verse 16 is the split. Okay, write that down. Verse 16 is the declaration of the splitting of the kingdoms. Verse 16. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Then King Rehoboam sent Adoram, who was over the tribute, and all Israel stoned him with stones that he died.
So Rehoboam sent tax collectors into Israel, and they killed him. Go ahead. Stoned him. Go ahead.
Therefore King Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his chariot, to flee to Jerusalem.
They tried to kill him too. Go ahead.
So Israel rebelled against the house of David unto this day.
Even until now. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, when all Israel heard that Jeroboam was come again, that they sent and called him unto the congregation, and made him king over all Israel.
Uh-huh.
And there was none that followed the house of David, but the tribe of Judah only.
At this point, go ahead.
And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah, with the tribe of Benjamin.
So he got Benjamin back to him. Go ahead.
And 180,000 chosen men, which were warriors, to fight against the house of Israel, to bring the kingdom again to Rehoboam, the son of Solomon.
Go ahead.
But the word of God came unto Shemaiah, the man of God, saying, Speak unto Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, king of Judah, and unto all the house of Judah and Benjamin, and to the remnant of the people, saying, Thus saith the Lord, Ye shall not go up, nor fight against your brethren, the children of Israel. Return every man to his house, for this thing is from me.
So the Lord had it intended for the kingdom to split in the first place. That was his intention, to have it split. Go ahead.
They hearkened therefore to the word of the Lord, and returned to depart according to the word of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Then Jeroboam built Shechem in Mount Ephraim and dwelt therein, and went out from thence and built Penuel. And Jeroboam said in his heart, now shall the kingdom return to the house of David.
Go ahead.
If this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people turn again unto the Lord, even unto Rehoboam king of Judah, and they shall kill me, and go again to Rehoboam king of Judah.
So Jeroboam's fear is that once Ephraim goes up, the 9 tribes of 10 go up to worship at Jerusalem, they'll end up being subject to Rehoboam again and leave him and kill him as king. So he was so covetous to remain in power, even though the Lord told him he was going to be king over Israel. What does he decide to go and do? Read on.
Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold and said unto them, it is too much for you to go to Jerusalem.
Why go up there to see Judah for? Go ahead.
Behold thy gods,
Behold,
O
these
Israel,
golden calves, these are your gods. Go ahead.
which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
These are the gods that brought you out of Egypt, not the Lord that deals with Judah in that temple over there. No. These are the gods. These are your gods now. Go ahead.
And he set the one in Bethel, and the other put he in Dan.
He set one in Bethel, and the other one he put in Dan. So Dan became one of the worst tribes ever. He set one in Dan, and he sent one in Bethel. Go ahead.
And this thing became a sin, for the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan.
Go ahead.
And he made an house of high places, and made priests of the lowest of the people,
Go ahead, the low lives. Go ahead.
which were not of the sons of Levi.
So he fired Levi. Because remember, Levi was in every suburb. Levi was amongst Judah. He was amongst Simeon. They were in that suburb, the outskirts of each tribe to give them to bring forth sacrifices. So he said, I'm going to fire them because them guys are going to bring them back to Judah again. Let me fire these dudes and just set up some low lives over here as priests now for these golden calves. Go ahead.
And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month, on the 15th day of the month, like unto the feast that is in Judah.
Tabernacles. Go ahead.
And he offered upon the altar. So did he in Bethel, sacrifices unto the calves that he had made. And he placed in Bethel the priests of the high places which he had made.
Go ahead.
So he offered upon the altar which he had made in Bethel the 15th day of the 8th month, even in the month which he had devised of his own
He had
heart.
his own holiday. This is your ancient Kwanzaa. That's what this is now. Go ahead.
And ordained a feast unto the children of Israel. And he offered upon the altar and burnt incense.
So he had Israel go to hell off, or to stay in power, which he already had in the first place, based upon the word of who? Ahiah the Shalonite, the prophet. So now let's get 2 Kings 15, verse 17. Let's fast forward now.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 15, and verse 17. In the verse 17. In the 39th year of Azariah, king of Judah, began Menahem, the son of Gadi, to reign over Israel, and reigned 10 years in Samaria.
Go ahead.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord. He departed not all his days from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin.
So all the kings that came out of Jeroboam's loins, all of them, even the ones that did not, all retained the nonsense that Jeroboam had set up earlier. We read earlier in 1 Kings 12. So all the kings of Ephraim, of northern kingdom, remained in the sins that Jeroboam had set up, the golden calves. That was their God from the beginning of their kingdom to the end of their kingdom. They never turned from it at all. Go ahead.
And Pul, the king of Assyria, came against the land.
Now, Pul, the king of Assyria, Pul is a short term or abbreviation for Tiglath-Pileser. That's a long name. Tiglath-Pileser. It's an Assyrian king. But abbreviation is Pul, as in Tiglath-Pileser. All right, Pul for short. The king of Assyria, go ahead.
And Menahem gave Pul 1,000 talents of silver, that his hand might be with him to confirm the kingdom in his hand.
So he made it where he paid off the Assyrian king that he does not dethrone him. He said, I'll give you some money, let me stay as king. And so he let him stay as king. Go ahead.
And Menahem exacted the money of Israel, even of all the mighty men of wealth, of each man 50 shekels of silver, to give to the king of Assyria. So the king of Assyria turned back and stayed not there in the land.
So he decided to not attack Ephraim at this point because he got paid off by King Menahem. Go ahead.
And the rest of the acts of Menahem and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel?
Go ahead.
And Menahem slept with his fathers, and Pekahiah his son reigned in his stead. In the 50th year of Azariah, king of Judah, Pekahiah the son of Menahem began to reign over Israel.
Pekahiah, the son of Menahem, began to reign. Keep this in mind. Go ahead.
Over Israel in Samaria, and reigned 2 years.
Go ahead.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the
Here
Lord.
we go again. Go ahead.
He departed not from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin.
See that? Here we go again, following Jeroboam's example. Go ahead.
But Pekah, the son of
Here we
Remaliah,
go. Watch this guy. Pekah, the son of who?
Remaliah,
Go ahead.
a captain of
The
his,
captain of Pekahiah's. Go ahead.
conspired against him and smote him in Samaria,
And killed him. Go ahead.
in the palace of the king's house, with Argob and Ariah, and with him 50 men of Gileadites. And he killed them and reigned in his room.
And took over, took a position. And he became king. Pekah, the son of Remaliah, became king over Ephraim now. Now, let's jump to chapter 16, verse 1. Keep in mind, Pekah, the son of Remaliah. Chapter 16, we're going to be verse 1 through 9. A lot of reading today. Go ahead.
In the 17th year, 2 Kings chapter 16, verse 1. In the 17th year of Pekah, the son of Remaliah, Ahaz, the son of Jotham, king of Judah, began to reign.
Keep in mind, Ahaz. So during the time when Pekah had killed Pekahiah, remember he was the king's captain, now he's king now. You had Pekah ruling over Ephraim, and you had Ahaz ruling over Judah. Keep in mind, you had Ahaz ruling over Judah. Go ahead.
Verse 2. 20 years old was Ahaz when he began to reign, and reigned 16 years in Jerusalem, and did not that which was right in the sight of the Lord his God, like David his father.
So we had Judah, this king went off. Go ahead.
Verse 3. But he walked in the way of the kings of Israel.
He followed behind Jeroboam also, his doctrine, the golden calves also in Judah. Go ahead.
Yea, and made his son to pass through the fire.
He had what you call ancient abortions. Had a child and go and kill it off. That's what he was doing, sacrifice them to other gods. Go ahead.
According to the abominations of the
That
heathen,
the heathens are doing. Go ahead.
whom the Lord cast out from before the children of Israel.
Go ahead.
And he sacrificed and burnt incense in the high places, and on the hills, and under every green tree.
Go ahead.
Then Rezin, king of Syria, and Pekah, son of Remaliah, king of Israel, came up to Jerusalem to war.
Stop. So now you have the Syrians, not the Assyrians, the Syrians. The Syrians and Ephraim banded together to overthrow Judah at this time. During Ahaz's reign, or Ahaz's reign, you had Syria and Ephraim join forces to fight against Judah. Go ahead. They were wicked as hell. Go ahead.
And they besieged
But
Ahaz,
Ahaz was evil as well. Go ahead.
but could not overcome him.
They cannot overcome him, meaning Ahaz or Judah. Go ahead.
At that time, Rezin, king of Syria, recovered Elath to Syria, and drave the Jews from Elath.
So we had taken the city of Elath from the Syrians, and they gained it back. Because why? When the king's evil, everybody followed behind his example. So we started to lose cities that we took from the heathens. They started taking them back from us. Namely here, Elath from the Syrians. Go ahead.
And the Syrians came to Elath and dwelt there unto this day.
And still there. Go ahead.
So Ahaz sent messengers to Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria.
So Ahaz sent letters to Tiglath-Pileser. Go ahead.
king of Assyria, saying, I am thy servant and thy son. Come up and save me out of the hand of the king of Syria, and out of the hand of the king of Israel, which rise up against me.
Help me, Assyria, help me. So he's asking Assyria for assistance to fight against both against Syria and Ephraim. Go ahead.
And Ahaz took the silver and gold that was found in the house of the Lord, and in the treasures of the king's house,
He took money, gold from the temple and from his own funds. Go ahead.
and sent it for a present to the king of
Paid
Assyria.
him off like Menahem did earlier. Go ahead.
And the king of Assyria hearkened unto him. For the king of Assyria went up against Damascus.
Damascus is the capital of the Syrians. Write this down. Damascus is the capital of the Syrians. When it says Damascus, it's referring to Syria. Go ahead.
And took it, and carried the people of it captive to Kir, and slew Rezin.
So he took the Syrians captive to Kir. He deported them to another land, the Syrians, and killed their king, which was Rezin at the time, who was allied with Pekah, son of Remaliah. So he killed Rezin, all right, and displaced the Syrians into their own provinces. Let's get Isaiah 7, verse 1. Because Isaiah was there. He wrote this history down in more detail. Isaiah 7, verse 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 7 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And it came to pass in the days of Ahaz, the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, that Rezin, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, went up towards Jerusalem to war against it, but could not prevail against
Just
it.
read this. Go ahead.
And it was told the house of David, saying, Syria is confederate with Ephraim, and his heart was moved, and the heart of his people,
He got scared. Anybody else got scared? He got scared. And everybody else got scared. Go ahead.
as the trees of the wood are moved with the wind. Then said the Lord unto Isaiah, Go forth now to meet Ahaz, thou and Shear-Jashub, thy son, at the end of the conduit of the upper pool, in the highway of the fuller's field.
Go ahead.
And say unto him, Take heed and be quiet. Fear not, neither be ye faint-hearted, for the two tails of these smoking firebrands,
It's crazy. These guys are nutcases. Go ahead.
for the fierce anger of Rezin with Syria, and of the son of Remaliah.
Pekah. Go ahead.
Because Syria, Ephraim, and the son of Remaliah have taken evil counsel against thee, saying, Let us go up against Judah and vex it, and let us make a breach therein for us, and set a king in the midst of it, even the son of
They
Tabael.
were going to conquer Judah and then set up some king to rule over it. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord God, It shall not stand,
It ain't going to happen. Go ahead.
neither shall it come to pass. For the head of Syria is Damascus.
There you go. The head of Syria, or capital of Syria, is Damascus. Go ahead.
And the head of Damascus is Rezin.
And the king of Damascus, or Syria, is Rezin. Go ahead.
And within 65 years,
65, 3 score, score is 20. 3 is 60. 3 score or 65 years. Go ahead.
shall Ephraim be broken, that it be not a people.
Read it again, that bottom part.
That it be not a people.
Ephraim shall be broken, that they shall no longer be a people or be a nation anymore. You understand? Follow? Wow, we're going to read that again somewhere else. Go ahead.
Verse 9.
9.
And the head of Ephraim is Samaria.
That's their capital. So Ephraim, or Israel's capital, was Samaria. Our capital is, Judah's capital was Jerusalem, which should be all 12 tribes' capital. But during this time, Judah's capital was Jerusalem. Ephraim's capital was Samaria. Or some places you read about, it's called Shechem. Shechem or Sychar or, what's it, Mount something. Mount Ephraim, thank you. It's the same thing, all the same place. Go ahead.
And
Thank
the
you.
head of Samaria is Remaliah's son.
And the head of Samaria is who?
Remaliah's son.
Pekah. Go ahead. Pekah. Go ahead.
If ye will not believe, surely ye shall not be established.
Uh-huh.
Moreover, the Lord spake again unto Ahaz, saying, Ask thee a sign of the Lord thy God. Ask it either in the depth or in the height above.
Go ahead.
But Ahaz said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt the Lord.
Now he has some sense. Now he has some kind of sense now, Ahaz. Go ahead.
And he said, Hear ye now, O house of David. Is it a small thing for you to weary men? But will ye weary my God also?
Go ahead.
Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name
This
Emmanuel.
is a prophecy foretelling of two different events. But in this instance, it's referring to Christ here. Go ahead.
Butter and honey
Referring to the
shall...
Lord being with Judah. Remember, Christ came out of Judah, so he's alluding to the fact that in time, Israel will be defended by one who will come out of Judah. So he's talking about them being defended in two different spectrums, spiritually and physically. Go ahead.
Butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse evil and choose the good.
Butter and honey is the commandments. Go ahead.
For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings.
Go ahead. We're referring to Pekah and referring to Rezin. As I said before, Isaiah 7:14 is twofold. Referring to Isaiah's children is also alluding to Christ as well down the line. Go ahead.
The Lord shall bring upon thee and upon thy people and upon thy father's house days that have not come from the day that Ephraim departed from Judah, even the king of Assyria.
And he was sending Assyria against both of them. Remember, Ahaz paid the Assyrians to go and fight against them. And he killed Rezin and took the Assyrians out their land and put them in a place called Kir. All right? Isaiah 7, verse 16.
Isaiah chapter 7, verse 16. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings.
So he's telling you that both these kings, when the time this child is born, both these kings will be gone. So it's going to Christ also. By the time this child is born, these kings will already be gone. Because Rezin was gone, Pekah was gone. Long when Christ was on the scene, they were already gone, dead and gone. Go ahead, guys, Isaiah 8, verse 1 again.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 1. Moreover, the Lord said unto me, take thee a great roll, and write in it with a man's pen concerning Maher
Shalal
Hashbaz.
Hashbaz. I mean, Mahar is the longest name in the Bible, I believe. Longer than Tiglath-Pileser. Mahar Shalal Hashbaz means quick to the plunder, swift to the spoil. Quick to the plunder, swift to the spoil. That's what it means. Because the Assyrians were quick to plunder both Syria and Ephraim, and they spoiled them. He conquered them and took them. So the name of Isaiah's son, you had one son named Shear-Jashub, and the other says to name this one quick to the plunder and swift to the spoil. Because by the time, because these kings are going to be overthrown. All right? So it's also, like I said before, it's twofold, alluding to Christ in the future and alluding to another son, which would be Isaiah's in this time. It's twofold. Read again. Verse 2.
Verse 2. And I took unto me faithful witnesses to record, Uriah the priest, and Zechariah the son of
Jeberechiah, yeah.
And I went unto the prophetess, and she conceived.
That said in Isaiah. Go ahead.
And bare a son. Then said the Lord to me, call his name Mahar Shalal Hashbaz.
Quick to the plunder, swift to the spoil. Go ahead.
For before the child shall have knowledge to cry.
Before the child shall know good and evil, or if you refuse the evil and choose the good, go ahead.
My father and my mother, the riches of Damascus and the spoil of Samaria,
I mean my kin, go ahead.
Shall be taken away before the king of Assyria.
They shall be taken away. Read again.
For,
go ahead.
For before the child shall have knowledge to cry, my father and my mother, the riches of Damascus and the spoil of Samaria shall be taken away before the king of Assyria.
Before the king of Assyria. So the Assyrians are going to overthrow both kingdoms. Go ahead, including Isaiah's people. Go ahead. Israel, go ahead.
The Lord spake also unto me again, saying, for as much as this people refuseth the waters of Shiloah that go softly, and rejoice in Rezin and Remaliah's son. Now therefore, behold, the Lord bringeth up upon them the waters of the river, strong and many, even the king of Assyria, and all his glory. And he shall come up over all his channels, and go over all his banks.
Conquer everybody. Go ahead.
And he shall pass through Judah.
Yep.
He shall overflow and go over.
Because the Assyrians didn't just conquer Ephraim. Remember, I said earlier, you had Simeon dwelling in Judah's land. So when the Assyrians came and overthrew the northern kingdom, they took Judah also. It wasn't just, oh, which tribe are you? Oh, okay, you're Judah, go stand over there. You Simeon, get over here. That's not what happened. It was indiscriminate snatching. Listen, you conquer you, we'll conquer you. They took them. Now, of course, primarily, Ephraim was taken, but you had remnants of Judah also, southern kingdom being taken along with them, because we shared land. Go ahead.
He shall reach even to the neck, and the stretching out of his wings shall fill the breadth of thy land, O Emmanuel.
Oh, God be with us. Go ahead.
Associate
the Lord defended Judah from being conquered entirely by Assyria. That's why it says, O Emmanuel, O God with us. Go ahead.
Associate yourselves, O ye people, and ye shall be broken in pieces, and give ear, all ye of far countries. Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces.
Referring to Syria and Ephraim. Go ahead.
Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces.
Go ahead.
Take counsel together, and it shall come to naught.
Right.
Speak the word, and it shall not stand.
Watch.
For God is with us.
O Emmanuel, verse 8. That's what I said earlier. Go ahead.
For the Lord spake thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people, saying, say ye not a confederacy.
Don't be scared of conspiracies. Oh, no, they're conspiring against us. Don't be fearful is what he's saying. I'm not going to walk with y'all. If y'all going to be talking like y'all scared, I can be around y'all. That's what Isaiah is saying. Go ahead.
Say ye not a confederacy to all them to whom this people shall say, a confederacy. Neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid.
The confederacy is referring to as a confederacy of both Rezin and Ephraim overthrowing us. He said, don't speak like them, be all afraid of that. Don't fear that, because Emmanuel, God is with us. Based upon the sign, and the Most High used Isaiah's sons as signs to determine the judgment regarding both Ephraim and Syria. Mahar Shalal Hashbaz, quick to the plunder, swift to the spoil. So his sons were a sign that Judah will be well guarded by the Lord. You understand? Unlike Ephraim. who will be broken within 65 years. Go ahead.
Sanctify the Lord of hosts himself, and let him be your fear.
Yeah, fear the Lord. Don't let him be your fear, not these heathens and simple Jake. Go ahead.
And let him be your dread.
Let him be your dread. Go ahead.
And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling, and for a rock of offense to both the houses of Israel.
Go ahead.
For a gin, and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And many among them shall stumble and fall, and be broken, and be snared, and be taken.
So he's alluding back to Christ again, referring back to that boy, that child, later on in the future in Isaiah 7:14. He's alluding back to him again. It's twofold. Go ahead.
Bind up the testimony. Seal the law among my disciples.
Go ahead.
And I will wait upon the Lord, that hideth his face from the house of Jacob, and I will look for him.
Go ahead.
Behold, I and the children
Behold, I, Isaiah, and the children, my sons who I had. Go ahead.
whom the Lord hath given me are for signs.
What are they?
Are for signs.
Signs of what? Signs of both the conquering of Ephraim and the signs of Syria being overthrown by the Assyrians. Y'all follow? That's already that far down. I and my sons are for signs. Remember he asked, Ahaz asked me for a sign. He says, I ain't asked you for nothing. I ain't give you no sign. No, I ain't tempting you. The Lord said, fine, I'm going to use Isaiah as a sign that I am with you. God, Emmanuel, God with you, or God with us. Y'all follow? All right. Now, let's get 2 Kings 17, verse 1.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 17, verse 1. In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah.
Ahaz, Isaiah wrote about it. We read it earlier. And in the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, go ahead.
Began Hoshea, the son of Elah, to reign in Samaria over Israel 9 years.
So once Pekah was out, you have Hosea now. During the same time that Ahaz is still in power, you have Hosea. You had Pekah. Now it goes into Hosea. Go ahead.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord. But not as the kings of Israel that were before him.
He was worse. Go ahead.
Against him came up Shalmaneser, king of Assyria.
This is Shalmaneser, king of Assyria. This is Shalmaneser the fifth. Shalmaneser the fifth. Roman numeral V. Shalmaneser the fifth. Go ahead.
And Hoshea became his servant and gave him presents.
Go ahead.
And the king
so Hosea gave the Assyrians seem like getting paid off. You pay us off, we'll leave you alone. You don't, we're going to overthrow you and take you out your land, deport you. So Hosea gave him presents. Go ahead, and became his servant, his tributary. Go ahead.
And the king of Assyria found conspiracy in Hoshea.
But Hosea was doing things behind the scene, doing dirt. Go ahead.
For he had sent messages to So, king of Egypt.
Go ahead.
And brought no present to the king of Assyria, as he had done year by year.
He was trying to ally himself with the Egyptians to help overthrow the Assyrians. Go ahead.
Therefore, the king of Assyria shut him up and bound him in prison.
Locked him up, took him away. Go ahead.
Then the king of Assyria came up throughout all the land and went up to Samaria.
The capital. Go ahead.
And besieged it 3 years.
And he besieged it 3 years. You know what that means to besiege it? They surrounded it and cut off all the food and water supply within the land and starved Ephraim out, then went in there and took over. That's what they would do for 3 years. 3 years. Go ahead. That goes back to that curse in Deuteronomy 28 where it says, you'll cover you on your gates and so forth and besiege our gates. That curse, those curses are not one-time things. They were generational. It didn't happen just one time each. These stupid heathens running their mouths saying, the curse that happened already. Yeah, it happened again also, and again, and again, and again. Go ahead.
In the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away.
In the 9th year of Hosea, the king of Assyria took Samaria. Go ahead.
And carried Israel away into Assyria.
Which would be modern-day Kurdistan. Modern-day Kurdistan, or referred to as Kurdistan, or the Kurdistanian Mountains, is an area in between Iraq, Iran, Egypt, and Syria. It's in between. And in those four I mentioned, the Assyrians intermingle with each of them. They intermingle with the Syrians, especially the Syrians. Intermingled a lot with them. They share the same language now as well. But the Iraqis, the Iranians, the Arabs within Egypt now, they mingle with them as well. But the true Assyrians are people referred to as Kurdistanians or Kurds for short. Saddam Hussein was killing a lot of them when he was ruling. Well, he was over there. He was killing Kurds. Kurds are Assyrians. Y'all follow? Kurds is short for Kurdistanians or Kurdistan. Go ahead.
and placed them in Halah,
And placed them where?
in Halah,
Allah.
and in Habor,
Habor, go ahead.
by the river of Gozan, and in the cities of the Medes.
In the cities of the Medes. In the cities of the Medes. So he placed them. In the areas, was the Medes and them were also an alliance. So now, let's get, I'll get the maps on that later. Let's get chapter 18, verse 1. No, let me see what I want to get to. In fact, read on down. Read down to verse 23. Read down.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against the Lord their God, which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt, from under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and had feared other gods, and walked in the statutes of the heathen,
So Israel did. Go ahead.
whom the Lord cast out from before the children of Israel, and of the kings of Israel, which they had made. And the children of Israel did secretly those things that were not right against the Lord their God. And they built them high places in all their cities, from the tower of the watchman to the fenced city.
Go ahead.
And they set them up images and groves in every high hill and under every green tree.
While serving the Lord, they were secretly in their homes and every other place serving other gods, thinking the Lord wasn't watching them. They were being double-minded. That's what Ephraim was doing. Go ahead.
And there they burnt incense in all the high places, as did the heathen whom the Lord carried away before them, and wrought wicked things to provoke the Lord to anger. For they served idols, whereof the Lord had said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing.
Go ahead.
Yet the Lord testified against Israel and against Judah.
Judah followed this. Remember about Ahaz. Ahaz did the same thing that Jeroboam did. So both kingdoms started going into madness. Both of them started serving God and doing things in secret the Lord was watching them do. Go ahead.
By all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways.
Like he told that, like he used Isaiah to tell them. Turn from evil ways. Go ahead.
And keep my commandments and my statutes, according to all the law which I commanded your fathers, and which I said to you by my servants the prophets. Notwithstanding, they would not hear, but hardened their necks, like to the neck of their fathers.
Hard-headed. Go ahead.
That did not believe in the Lord their God.
Go ahead.
And they rejected his statutes and his covenant that he made with their fathers, and his testimonies which he testified against them. And they followed vanity and became vain, and went after the heathen that were round about them,
Follow the other nations. Go ahead.
concerning whom the Lord had charged them that they should not do like them.
Go ahead.
And they left all the commandments of the Lord their God, and made them molten images, even 2 calves, and made a grove, and worshipped all the hosts of heaven, and served Baal.
We made them 2 calves again that Jeroboam had made. Go ahead.
And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire,
That's them ancient abortions again. Go ahead.
and used divination and enchantments,
Witchcraft, voodoo, and so forth. Go ahead.
and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger.
Brujeria, voodoo, all that nonsense they were doing back then. Go ahead.
Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel, and removed them out of his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah only.
Go ahead.
Also Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their God, but walked in the statutes of Israel, which they made. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel, and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers.
Read verse 20 again.
And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel.
All means all 12. Because you have a doctrine going that only Judah was scattered. It says all of the seed were rejected. All of them were rejected. Judah only is going into the southern kingdom. That's what he was going into, because Ephraim went the hell off. Then Judah only, meaning the southern kingdom, he got into them too. He got on them as well. Go ahead. Yeah.
Could you read verse 17 again? Verse 16 and 17.
Verse 16. And they left all the commandments of the Lord their God, and made them molten images, even 2 calves, and made a grove, and worshipped all the hosts of heaven, and served Baal.
So as we read and go through this history, most of us perhaps in our minds are thinking, damn, Israel is stupid as hell. Look at how we was acting. This is why I say oftentimes we read stuff about what we used to do in the past, and we would look at that with such disdain as if we are so together now. Just imagine us reading, I'm going to just make you so you can see what I'm talking about. Our people are in Christianity, following our enemies' doctrines, doing like what you read here, ancient abortions, that's what we do now. The filthiness that we do now, we look at that like it's nothing. But we read this and have all kind of, wow, look at how dumb and crazy our people were. If history continues and they read about the stupid stuff that we're doing now, it would be the same way that we're looking at this. So we haven't changed. That's why the Bible is still, like I always talk about, the information that's in the Bible from the past is tangible to the way we act right now. We've just been psyched out to believe that we're not just as crazy as the people that we read about, because we are them. Mm-hmm. The same spirits are here today, doing the same garbage. Go ahead, Deacon.
Verse 20 again.
Verse 20. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel, and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers, until he had cast them out of his sight.
Both kingdoms. Go ahead.
For he rent Israel from the house of David.
Of Judah. Go ahead.
And they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat king.
Read that earlier. Go ahead.
And Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord, and made them sin a great sin.
It never stopped. Go ahead.
For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam which he did. They departed not from them.
It never stopped. Go ahead. Kept on going.
Until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day.
Because it took place in waves. First you had Tiglath-Pileser do it. Then you had Shalmaneser do it. We're going to get some more later on. Give me 18 verse 1.
Chapter 18, verse 1. Now it came to pass in the 3rd year of Hoshea, the son of Elah, king of Israel, that Hezekiah, the son of Ahaz, king of Judah, began to reign.
So Hezekiah, who was the son of Ahaz, is now ruling. Remember, you had Ahaz earlier, who Isaiah is prophesying to. Now you have Ahaz's son, or Ahaz's son, Hezekiah now ruling, during the time that Hosea is ruling. Go ahead, of Ephraim. Go ahead.
25 years old was he when he began to reign. And he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Abi, the daughter of Zechariah. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord,
Hezekiah did well. Go ahead.
according to all that David his father did. He removed the high places and brake the images and cut down the groves and brake in pieces the brazen serpent that Moses had made. For unto those days the children of Israel did burn incense to it, and he called it Nehushtan.
Piece of brass. So Israel took that serpent that Moses raised up to save them with and started to idolize it. Made it a god. He said, "Let me break this in pieces." Israel's simple. Broke it in pieces, threw it somewhere. Go ahead.
He trusted in the Lord God of Israel, so that after him was none like him among all the kings of Judah,
He was a righteous man. Go ahead.
nor any that were before him. For he clave to the Lord, and departed not from following him, but kept his commandments which the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord was with him, and he prospered whithersoever he went forth. And he rebelled against the king of Assyria and served him not.
I'm not serving like everybody else did. I'm not serving you at all. Go ahead.
He smote the Philistines, even unto Gaza, and the borders thereof, from the tower of the watchman to the fenced city.
Yeah, watch this.
And it came to pass in the 4th year of King Hezekiah, which was the 7th year of Hoshea, son of Elah, king of Israel, that Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, came up against Samaria and besieged it.
So while Hezekiah was ruling, Assyria was conquering northern kingdom. So while the time Hezekiah was in rulership, Shalmaneser was overthrowing Ephraim, who had Hosea as their king at the time. Go ahead.
And at the end of 3 years, they took it, even in the 6th year of Hezekiah. That is the 9th year of Hoshea, king of Israel. Samaria was taken.
Got that earlier. Go ahead.
And the king of Assyria did carry away Israel unto Assyria, and put them in Halah and in Habor by the river of Gazan, and in the cities of the Medes.
Go ahead.
Because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord their God, but transgressed his covenant, and all that Moses the servant of the Lord commanded, and would not hear them, nor do them. Now in the 14th year of King Hezekiah did Sennacherib, king of Assyria, come up against all the fenced cities of Judah.
Go read again, the top.
Now in the 14th year of King Hezekiah
Hezekiah's ruling for 14 now. 14th year of Hezekiah. Go ahead.
did Sennacherib.
Did Sennacherib. This is another Assyrian king that came and took another wave of Ephraim out of the land also. Sennacherib. So you have Tiglath-Pileser, you have Shalmaneser the fifth. Now you have Sennacherib, another Assyrian king. Sennacherib, go ahead.
come up against all the fenced cities of Judah and took them.
And took over Judah. And he took us. Go ahead.
And Hezekiah, king of Judah, sent to the king of Assyria, to Lachish, saying, I have offended. Return from me. That which thou puttest on me will I bear. And the king of Assyria pointed unto Hezekiah, king of Judah, 300 talents of silver and 30 talents of gold.
Do you know what? Okay, I messed up. I should have gave you tribute. I apologize. Here's your money. Go ahead. Hezekiah got weak for that moment. Go ahead.
And Hezekiah gave him all the silver that was found in the house of the Lord, and in the treasures of the king's house.
Go ahead.
At that time did Hezekiah cut off the gold from the doors of the temple of the Lord, and from the pillars which Hezekiah king of Judah had overlaid, and gave it to the king of Assyria.
Go ahead.
And the king of Assyria sent Tartan.
Keep that name in mind. The king of Assyria sent his boy, Tartan. He sent Tartan. Keep that name in mind. Go ahead.
And Rabsaris.
Rabsaris, go ahead.
And
Rabshakeh
from Lachish to King Hezekiah with a great host against Jerusalem. And they went up and came to Jerusalem. And when they were come up, they came and stood by the conduit of the upper pool, which is in the highway of the fuller's field.
That's what Isaiah prophesied to Ahaz. So we got here that Tartan, the Assyrian king, Sennacherib, sent his boy Tartan, Rabsaris, and Rabshakeh against Hezekiah, right? Regarding Sennacherib. Get chapter 19, verse 10.
2 Kings chapter 19 and verse 10.
Thus
shall ye speak to Hezekiah, king of Judah, saying, Let not thy God in whom thou trustest deceive thee, saying, Jerusalem shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of Assyria. Behold, thou hast heard what the kings of Assyria have done to all lands.
I'm sorry, read 10 again. This is what the Assyrian king, this is what Sennacherib told Hezekiah to tell the people. Okay, this is the message from the king through his men to Hezekiah to tell us regarding us being overthrown. Watch this. Read again, verse 10.
Thus shall ye speak to Hezekiah, king of Judah, saying,
Go ahead.
Let not thy God in whom thou trustest deceive thee.
Don't let your God deceive you. That's what the Assyrians are saying. The Assyrians are saying to us. Go ahead.
Saying, Jerusalem shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of Assyria.
Don't let him tell you that. He's lying. Go ahead.
Behold, thou hast heard what the kings of Assyria have done to all lands by destroying them utterly. And shalt thou be delivered?
You think you'll be any different? Go ahead.
Have the gods of the nations delivered them which my fathers have destroyed, as Gozan and Haran and Rezeph and the children of Eden, which were in Thelasar? Where is the king of Hamath and the king of Arpad and the king of the city of Sepharvaim, of Hena and Iva?
Where the kings at? Did we overthrow them? Go ahead.
And Hezekiah received the letter of the hand of the messengers and read it. And Hezekiah went up into the house of the Lord and spread it before the Lord.
The letter, go ahead.
And Hezekiah prayed before the Lord and said, O Lord God of Israel, which dwellest between the cherubims, thou art the God, even thou alone of all the kingdoms of the earth. Thou hast made heaven and earth.
Go ahead.
Lord, bow down thine ear and hear. Open, Lord, thine eyes and see. I hear the words of Sennacherib, which hath sent him to reproach the living God.
To insult you. Go ahead.
Of a truth, Lord, the kings of Assyria have destroyed the nations and their lands.
Go ahead.
And have cast their gods into the fire.
Melted their gods to nothing. Go ahead.
For they were no gods, but the work of men's hands, wood and stone. Therefore have they destroyed them.
Go ahead.
Now therefore, O Lord, our God, I beseech thee, save thou us out of his hand, that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that thou art the Lord God, even thou only.
Remember the prophecy Isaiah. He was not going to overthrow Judah entirely. It's up to the neck. Means not entirely. So Assyria will go up, will be a river up to the neck, meaning Israel's neck, but not entirely. So Hezekiah was going to be defended. Go ahead.
Then Isaiah the son of Amoz sent to Hezekiah, saying, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, that which thou hast prayed to me against Sennacherib king of Assyria, I have heard.
Stop. Go to verse 32.
Verse 32. Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the king of Assyria, he shall not come into this city, nor shoot an arrow there, nor come before it with shield, nor cast a bank against it.
Go ahead.
By the way that he came, by the same shall he return, and shall not come into this city, saith the Lord.
Go ahead.
For I will defend this city to save it for mine own sake and for my servant David's sake.
Emmanuel, because God was with them. Watch this.
And it came to pass that night
It came to pass that night when they went to besiege Jerusalem, Judah, go ahead,
that the angel of the Lord went out
that the angel of the Lord went out and did what?
and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000.
185,000 men. The angel went in there and killed Sennacherib's army. 185,000 men. Go ahead.
And when they arose early in the morning,
When they woke up in the morning, go ahead.
behold, they were all dead corpses.
There were bodies all, whoever he didn't kill, is it? Look what just happened to your boy right there. That's behind the example. You seeing somebody's head or what? Remember, you didn't hear nothing. There was no sound. Angel went in there and killed them all. It says when they woke up, everyone's dead around. What the hell just happened? They didn't hear no screams,
We didn't hear the battle
no
cry
sword,
or nothing.
nothing. Just instantaneous death. Angels are a problem. They're a problem. You just go in there and kill you. You won't hear nothing. You don't hear a sound. You don't hear none of that. No, nothing.
You hear no horses or nothing. Just, they dead.
Please, no, none of that. It's just straight death. Angel went in there and killed everybody. He killed 185,000 out of the army. Go ahead.
Hey, we want to use imagination, our imagination a little. Think that the power that the angel had. I don't know, those of you all that watched the previous X-Men movie with Quicksilver, how he was moving and fast and so forth. Sometimes the angel, he just run through that camp, whoosh, within a couple seconds and probably kill that number. You know, just cut their neck, just kill all of them just like that.
Yep.
You know?
He was in there, rose early in the morning. So they were all asleep when he did it. Go ahead.
Didn't break their sleep.
Yep. He killed them silently. Go ahead.
Verse
36.
36. So Sennacherib, king of Assyria, departed
He left. He said, damn, what the hell happened? Let's get out of here. Go ahead.
and went and returned and dwelt in Nineveh.
And returned to, because the capital of the Assyrians is Nineveh. That's the capital. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, as he was worshiping in the house of Nisroch, his god, that Adramelech and Sherazah, his son, smote him with the sword.
They killed him. Go ahead.
And they escaped into the land of Armenia. And Esarhaddon, his son, reigned in his stead.
Now you have Esarhaddon, his son who didn't put him to death, ruling now. All right? So when he lost his military, when those 185,000 of Israel killed, he had to return home defeated. What did he do? Let's get Tobit chapter 1, verse 1. What did he do? Let's see who ties it up. Tobit 1, verse 1.
The book of Tobit, chapter 1 and verse 1. The book of the words of Tobit, son of Tobiel, the son of Ananiel, the son of Aduel, the son of Gabiel, of the seed of Asael, of the tribe of Naphtali.
Right, that's the tribe he's from, Naphtali. Go ahead.
Who in the time of Enemessar,
Enemessar is the Greek form of Shalmaneser, the fifth. Enemessar is a Greek form of Shalmaneser. Go ahead. In 2 Kings 17. Go ahead.
Enemessar, king of the Assyrians, was led captive out of Thesbe, which is at the right hand of that city, which is called properly Naphtali in Galilee above Asher.
Naphtali was right above Asher's land. Go ahead.
I, Tobit, have walked all the days of my life in the way of truth and justice.
Go ahead.
And I did many alms deeds to my brethren and my nation who came with me to Nineveh, into the land of the Assyrians.
He was righteous, but he was taken captive. Jump down to verse 13.
Verse 13. And the Most High gave me grace and favor before Enemessar.
So the Lord gave Tobit favor before the king Shalmaneser. Go ahead, the fifth. Go ahead.
So that I was his purveyor.
He was his provider of food. He worked for Shalmaneser. You're a purveyor. He provides the food and so forth. Purveyor. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I went into Media, and left in trust with Gabriel, the brother of Gabrius, at Ragus, a city of Media, 10 talents of silver.
Remember, the Assyrians placed Ephraim where? In the cities of the Medes. Goes on, Halah, Gabor. Remember that? Go ahead. So his boy was over there. He lent him some money. He made 10 talents of silver. Made some money right there. I know you need some money. Here you go. Go ahead.
Now when Enemessar was dead,
Now when Shalmaneser the fifth died, go ahead.
Sennacherib, his son, reigned in his
Here you
stead.
go again. Sennacherib, his son reigned in his stead. Whether it's son or grandson, I'm not sure. I think it's grandson. I'm not sure. But go ahead.
Whose estate was troubled, that I could not go into Media.
Now hold on. Let's jump. Read on to verse 21.
Verse 16. And in the time of Enemessar, I gave many alms to my brethren, and gave my bread to the hungry, and my clothes to the naked. And if I saw any of my nation dead, or cast about the walls of Nineveh, I buried
So if
him.
he saw any of his own brothers, because the Assyrians were very cruel and vicious people, that they would take our people and throw them off the walls. And the bodies would fall and break in the ground. They would leave them there. So Tobit saw that. He would go, look around, and he'd bury them. Go ahead. In secret. Go ahead.
And if the king of Sennacherib had slain any,
If the king Sennacherib had slain any, go ahead.
when he was come and fled from Judea,
When he was come and he fled from Judea. Remember that? Go ahead.
I buried them privily. For in his wrath he killed many.
For in his wrath, because he lost his military that time, in his wrath, he took our people out of anger and threw us off the walls, city walls. So Tobit took those bodies and began to bury them. Go ahead.
But the bodies were not found.
So he went to go find. Where the bodies I threw over here? Where the bodies at? They all gone. Go ahead.
When they were sought for of the king.
Go ahead.
And when one of the Ninevites went and complained of me to the king.
So you got, I know who it is. That's that Israelite, that dude that like doing it. Go ahead.
And when one of the Ninevites went and complained of me to the king, that I buried them and hid myself.
Remember, he was his father's purveyor. He worked under the king. He worked in that area. So he had access to get to the bodies and bury them because he worked under his father, Shalmaneser. So when he got word that he was burying the dead without being told to, go ahead.
Understanding that I was sought for to be put to death, I withdrew myself for fear.
He ran. Go ahead.
Then all my goods were forcibly taken away. Neither was there anything left me, besides my wife Anna and my son Tobias.
He lost his wife and he lost his possessions and his son. They took all that from him. Read on.
And there passed not 55 days
55 days later, go ahead.
before two of his sons killed him. And they
Before
fled.
who?
Before two of his sons killed
You
him.
read that earlier. Go ahead.
And they fled into the mountains of Ararat.
Same place. Armenia. Go ahead.
And Sarchedonus.
Sarchedonus is who? Esarhaddon. Sarchedonus is his Greek form of his name. Sarchedonus is Esarhaddon. Back in Kings. Go ahead.
His son reigned in his stead,
Go ahead.
who appointed over his father's accounts and over all his affairs. Acharius,
Achiacharus. Go ahead.
my brother Aniel's son,
So his nephew got a job working under Esarhaddon, who was able to help him out later on and get him back his wife and his son and his possessions back. You understand? So his nephew worked for the government. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you help your people. All right, so now, he worked for the government. So now, let's get Hosea 1:1. So now we know what Sennacherib did when he returned from his defeat. When the angel killed 185,000 of his men, he got mad at Ephraim and started throwing them up the damn walls.
the book of Hosea,
Chapter 1, verse 1.
chapter 1 and verse 1. The word of the Lord that came unto Hosea, the son of Beri, in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah.
Now, hold on a second, hold on. So Hosea, remember what was said in Isaiah about Ephraim not being a people, being broken, that they be not a people. Hosea 1:1. Go ahead.
Where am
No, read verse 2. Go
I?
ahead.
Verse 2.
During this time, so Hosea was prophesying during the time of the kings. During the time of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, he prophesied during that time, and Hezekiah's time. So he was prophesying around the same time that Isaiah was prophesying around. So Isaiah was prophesying to Judah, Hosea was prophesying to Ephraim. because he was Ephraim. All right, go ahead.
The beginning of the word of the Lord by Hosea. And the Lord said to Hosea, Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land have committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord.
Go and get you an evil wife, because all Ephraim was going at was primarily wicked as hell. So go get you one of these wicked sisters out here and have some wicked kids. Go ahead. Just go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim, which conceived and bare him a son.
So there was a purpose behind why he told him to go get a wife and have these kids with this wife. Watch this.
And the Lord said unto him, Call his name Jezreel.
That means seed of Israel. Go ahead.
For yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu.
Because Jehu became the one that overthrew the lineage of, I believe, Jeroboam. He overthrew that lineage and took over as king. He was just as evil as everybody else before him. Go ahead.
And will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel.
He will cause to do what?
To cease the kingdom of the house of Israel.
He will cause to cease the house of the kingdom of the house of Israel. Cause the kingdom to cease. Cease means to be no more. Gone. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass.
Or lost. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass at that day that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel.
Go ahead.
And she conceived again.
And she had another child. She had Jezreel first, a boy. Go ahead.
And bare a daughter.
Had a girl now. Go ahead.
And God said unto him, Call her name Lo-Ruhamah.
Leruhamah.
For I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel.
Leruhamah means no mercy. Jezreel means seed of Israel. Leruhamah means no mercy upon the seed of Israel. No mercy for them. Go ahead.
But I will utterly take them away.
Go ahead.
But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah.
You had to be there earlier. Go ahead. I will spare them. Go ahead.
And will save them by the Lord their God. And will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen.
Go ahead.
Now when she had weaned Lo-Ruhamah,
Leruhamah was around 3 years old during this time when she started weaning her off milk. 3 years old. Go ahead.
she conceived
She had pregnant again. Go ahead.
and bare a son.
Had a boy now. Go ahead. Another boy.
Then said God, Call his name Lo-Ami,
Lo-Ami means, go ahead,
for ye are not my people.
not my people. So these three sons, these three children he had, seed of Israel, would have no mercy and would no longer be my people. You understand? He's letting Israel know what's going to happen to them by using Hosea's children as then signs. The same way he used Isaiah's sons as signs. Sheer Jashib and Mahalal Hashbaz. Remember that? I am my sons are for signs. Hosea's sons are also a sign of the ending of Ephraim's kingdom. Go ahead.
Then said God, Call his name Lo-Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God.
So if he's not your God and you're not his people, what are you called? You're called Gentiles. You're called strangers. You're called heathens.
Right.
Bastards, right? Go ahead.
Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
Yet, regardless of that, Israel be what?
The number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Meaning that we will not ever, as you have heathens say, oh, they all mingled around. They assimilated into society. They're no longer a people anymore. They're all mingled. They're all mixed. That's a damn lie. That's not what God is saying. Read it again, please. Yet what?
Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered.
You cannot count us. We are the majority of all people on earth. We are more than all nations upon the earth. You cannot dilute something that is the majority. It's impossible. 9 times out of 10, use a Negro. You understand? Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that in the place
where they're taken captive, go ahead.
where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people,
You're Gentiles, go ahead.
there it shall be said unto
In
them,
that place where they're taken captive, go ahead.
Ye are the sons of the living God.
You are the Israelites. It'll be said in that place that you are not Gentiles, that there's a spiritual Israel. Right. It will be said that you are the sons and daughters of the living God. That's what it says. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Then shall the children of Judah
And shall the children of Judah, go ahead, southern kingdom,
and the children of Israel
Ephraim,
be gathered together.
be gathered together. Why? Because they're not done away with. They're not cast off or mixed around. Everybody, you know who's who. Go ahead.
And appoint themselves one head.
Who's that? That's Christ. Go ahead.
And they shall come up out of the land.
And they shall come up. Why? Because they'll be taken up out of the land. And it also says the land. Because the majority of both kingdoms are in one particular place. Come up out of the land. Not the lands. The land. Singular. Meaning the majority of the 12 are in one particular land that God's going to take them out of during a horrible destruction, which would be Babylon the Great. So the majority of all 12 is here in the Americas, like the 12 tribes chart says. You understand? Go ahead.
For great shall be the day of Jezreel.
Go ahead. Read that part again. For great what?
For great shall be the day of Jezreel.
The day of our deliverance. Now, let's jump down to chapter. I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going. Yep. Chapter 2, verse 19. So, I made a bold statement regarding out of the land. I'm going to show you where remnants of that majority are today. I said earlier that the scripture said earlier that he will deliver them out of the land, both Judah and Ephraim, both kingdoms, out of the land, which debunks a particular people in Israel today. Because when you ask them where the 10 tribes, they don't seem to know when they should all be in the land, fulfilling prophecy in 1948. But for some odd reason, only 3 are there. Perhaps their God is sipping coke and maybe lost track of how many tribes he made. I don't know. But I know, according to the scriptures, that all 12 should be gathered and put in the land. But for some odd reason today, only 3 are there. So odd. So unprophetic. Such a, I don't know, it sounds like a lie almost. Lie. Blasphemous BS. 2 verse 19.
Hosea chapter 2, verse 19. And I will betroth thee unto me forever.
And I will betroth thee unto me, meaning Israel, unto me forever. Go ahead.
Yea, I will betroth thee unto me in righteousness and in judgment.
Because he was going to marry us off to his son Christ, who was the new husband. He will marry us off unto his son. I will betroth thee unto me through my son. And I'll still be your father or father-in-law, spiritually speaking. Go ahead.
And in loving kindness and in mercies.
Go ahead.
I will even betroth thee unto me in faithfulness, and thou shalt know the Lord.
You shall know the Lord, both kingdoms. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass in that day, I will hear, saith the Lord, I will hear the heavens, and they shall hear the earth. And the earth shall hear the corn, and the wine, and the oil, and they shall hear Jezreel.
The earth shall hear us, meaning when we want food, the earth's going to bring up all the crops. The earth is alive. When we're put in our land, I want corn. Earth's going to go, boop, here you go, corn. I want something to drink. Look, grapevine. Oh, man, what? That's how it's going to be. Earth's going to go, what you want? What you want? Earth goes, what you want now? Oh, yo, you want a sunrise? Got you. Sunrise. That's the most I'm going to have it. You want wine? You want water? We're going to have it. You want rain? You're going to have it. Because the earth will hear you. Like the movie Avatar. When she said, AY hears you. Of course, that was talking about us. When Jacob started getting the power, whatever, if you watch Avatar, the blue people, when she said AY or Yahweh or Yahweh, hears you, because the animals came to defend them against Edom. Remember that? If y'all saw Avatar, I don't talk about it. If you didn't see it, you better watch it. It's very good. It alludes to the history of the Northern Kingdom. And the villain alludes to Andrew Jackson. The colonel alludes to him. So when you watch that movie, it shows you how when they start to embrace that there's a God over that area, the land, that God, who they refer to as a she, which would be a he, begin to assist them by having the land conquer and fight against the oppressor or the colonizers. You understand? That's where they got it from here. But read on.
Verse 23. And I will sow her.
Read 23, verse 22.
Verse 22. And the earth shall hear the corn and the wine and the oil, and they shall hear Jezreel.
Right, go ahead.
And I will sow her unto me.
Or betroth her unto me, cleave her unto me. Go ahead.
In the earth.
Sow unto me means to redeem her, bring her back, or adopt her back unto me again. That's what it means. Go ahead.
And I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy.
Who did not have obtained mercy? Here, who did not obtain mercy? We read it in chapter 1. Northern kingdom, Lo Ami, Laruhama. My people, Jezreel, my people, Israel, Laruhama, no mercy, Lo Ami, my people. No mercy for my people Israel. But he says here, those who have no mercy, I will give them mercy again. Through Christ, through his son. Go ahead, read again. 22 again, 23 again.
23. And I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy.
Go ahead.
And I will say to them which were not my people,
Which will be broken, no longer a nation, like it said in Isaiah. Go ahead.
Thou art my people.
Uh-huh.
And they shall say, Thou art my God.
Keep that statement in mind. Let's get Romans 9:22 real quick. Romans 9:22. Romans 9 is very, very devastating when you read it all the way through. Romans 9 is the Christian nuclear bomb, a Christianity bomb, that you pull on very special occasions. Romans 9, and we're going to read verse 22 to verse 25.
Romans chapter 9, verse 22.
Now remember, I will have mercy upon them who have not obtained mercy. I shall be their God, and they shall be my, and they shall say, "Thou my God." You understand? I'm paraphrasing. I'm paraphrasing Hosea 2 for a reason. Read.
Romans chapter 9, verse 22.
Uh-huh.
What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
The vessels of wrath fitted to destruction is referring to Esau, because he is still alive today. He still exists. They still exist. Don't fall for the lies on YouTube from Esau, who's alive today, telling them. Go ahead. Right, he's reserved for death. Go ahead. Him and his children. That is so disrespectful. Read on.
Verse 23. And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy,
Who are the vessels of mercy? Hosea 2. Go ahead.
which he had afore prepared unto glory.
Who he before prepared for the kingdom. Afore means before. Who's that? Yes, he prepared Israel before a kingdom. Go ahead. In the past. Go ahead.
Even us. whom
Even
he-
what?
Even us.
Indeed, us. Who he's referring to. Us. Go ahead.
whom he hath called,
Whom he have called. Israel are the ones who he's called. Go ahead.
not of the Jews only,
Not just of Judah only. Go ahead.
but also of the Gentiles.
But also of the Gentiles. He's not only calling us, but also of the Gentiles, right? And so Paul's asking a question. Let's see what scripture he alludes to regarding the Gentiles. Read the next verse.
As he saith, also in OC.
Oh. Regarding the Gentiles, what did he say in Hosea? Go ahead.
I will call them my people,
He will call the Gentiles his people. Go ahead.
which were not my people,
Uh-huh.
and her beloved, which was not beloved.
So, who's he referring to in that verse? Next verse. Maybe you didn't get it. 26.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living God.
Oh.
That's it.
No, we didn't. No, we got to stab the wound more. We got to stab more. You can't just stop there.
So that verse you just read, it's not just talking about Hosea 1 and 10. It's talking about the whole first chapter.
Yep.
That's what y'all got to get.
Not the Jews only, Paul
right,
said.
Those names that he named there.
Hey.
Ones that not obtain mercy and all the rest of them names that he named. That's what that chapter in Romans is talking about. It's going back and talking about that whole chapter.
Hey, in reading this, right, you brothers, you Northern Kingdom brothers especially, they're supposed to strengthen your faith. You understand? The way how Deacon Aiton going in it and making it clear, they're supposed to strengthen your faith. For you Northern Kingdom brothers, when these dumb, what you call them again, BHI, Black Hebrew Israelite, come to you with that foolishness that you're not Israel, the vector spirit, this should even strengthen your faith even more. You understand? For real. That's why I said Deacon Aiton might be Ephraim, man.
Yo, listen, man. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man. You keep throwing out the spirit. I'm going to forget the class. First Peter 1:1. Brother speaking madness over here. Unclean spirits up here. 1 Peter 1 and 1.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 1. Peter, an apostle of Jesus Christ, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus.
Oh, to the strangers scattered throughout where?
Pontus,
Pontus.
Galatia,
Galatia. The Galatians, they love Galatians. Don't they just love Galatians? To the strangers scattered abroad throughout where? We stopping again? From where?
Pontus,
Pontus.
Galatia,
Galatians.
Cappadocia,
Cappadocians.
Asia, Bithynia, elect according to the foreknowledge of God the Father.
What does foreknowledge
That's
mean?
the word right there, foreknowledge.
It means before, like afore, earlier in Romans 9.
Yep.
Now, let's jump up to chapter 2 of the same people he's addressing in chapter 1, verse 1. Chapter 2, and we're going to read give me a minute, verse 9. He's still addressing those strangers scattered abroad. 1 Peter 2 and 9.
1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9.
Yep.
But ye,
But ye, hold on. Let that go. Ye, who's he referring to? The strangers scattered abroad throughout Bithynia, Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia. He's still talking to them. Nothing has changed. Go ahead.
Deacon, you're taking the Bible away from the Christians.
You have to take it away because it's fun.
They said it's part of that because I've been saying this. Listen, the rightful owners are dealing with the
Yep.
Bible now. They've been trying to take it back, but here you taking it from them again.
Yep. 1 Peter 2, all praises. 1 Peter 2 and 9.
1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9.
Uh-huh.
But ye,
Stop. But what?
but ye,
But what?
but ye,
So he's talking, he's saying to you, but you, the strangers in these scattered areas, go ahead.
are a chosen generation.
Oh, chosen generation. How can the heathens be a chosen generation? He never chose them to begin with. Continue.
A royal priesthood
The heathens were never a royal priesthood of God. Go ahead.
and holy nation,
The heathens were never a holy nation to God. Go ahead.
a peculiar people.
Who does the Most High refer to as peculiar people? Israel. So who's he writing to? Go ahead.
That ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Because when they were in darkness, what were they behaving as? Or what in the verse 1? Chapter 1, strangers. Next verse. Maybe it's not clear yet. Next verse.
Which in time past
Which in your past, hold on. Let the understanding trickle down slowly. Or the butter, you always say, the butter, just let it drip, like the movie theaters. Just let it drip all on the
Let it
bag.
drip it all, just get the bag all greasy. Just let
So it'll stain your pants, it'll stain your clothes. Read verse 10 again.
which in time past were not a people.
Stop. Where was that earlier? Don't call out. Which in time past were not a people. Where was that written earlier? Let's see who gets it. Hope you take good notes. You young man, stand up. Which in time past were not a people. Where's that written at?
Hosea 2:23.
Where else?
Oh, I have to look.
Not sure? Pass it back. Yep, right there. Right there. Yep.
Isaiah 7 and 9.
What did it say there?
That Ephraim is not a people.
There'll be what? There'll be what did it say? Particularly, what did it say? There'll be what? What would happen to them? They would be, you don't remember?
No.
Someone said it. Whoever said it, raise your hand. Whoever said it, raise your hand up. Go ahead. Stand up, bro. Yeah, bro. Go ahead.
It shall be broken.
That what?
They shall not be your people.
There you go. And instead of Hosea, chapter 1, not my people. No mercy.
I don't think people grab the magnitude of what's happening as this Bible is continually being taught properly. We're not reading novels.
Nope.
We're not reading a book that some man wrote and put in some museum somewhere.
Nope.
We're reading the Holy Bible. And this Holy Bible is talking about the Israelites as the so-called minorities. And once that fact gets established, what's going to happen in this planet Earth?
You're going home.
Do you think about what kind of ripple effect this is going to make throughout the whole planet Earth? That Bible is talking about these people that we call niggas and spicks and all of that. When that realization really hit them, when it really hit them, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to be a hell of a time.
That's right.
It's going to be a hell of a time.
Right. I want to give an explanation on when it says that Ephraim shall be broken and shall not be a people no more. All right. When it says Ephraim shall be broken, and because Ephraim was considered what? A nation. Which nation? The nation of Israel. You understand? So when Ephraim was broken, and Ephraim did not, when the Most High cast them aside, Ephraim was not considered of the nation of Israel no more. You understand? You all understand? So that's why when we read Isaiah, it says that Ephraim shall not be a people no more. You understand? What people? Of the nation of Israel. You know, that's why it says that.
Judah believed that Ephraim was no more forever. They didn't understand the Spirit of Christ is revealing to them through the prophets that there was going to be a chance granted to them through the death of his son. They didn't get it. They said, nah, that ain't happening. They finished. They doomed. They're washed. They're done away with. Most of them are gone. But Christ said no. That's what Ephesians is saying. That's what Romans 11 is saying. Right. Cornelia, Acts 10, all of that. 1 Peter 2 and 10 again. Let's finish it up.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 2, and verse
10.
10. Which in time past were not a people,
Watch this.
but are now the people of God,
Watch this.
which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy.
Where's that written? Hosea chapter 2, verse 23, which is what Paul was quoting regarding the Jews and the Gentiles. Regarding the Jews and the Gentiles, or Judah and Ephraim, Judah and Israel. Same thing. Over and over again.
You know what's beautiful about bringing out the scriptures properly? Because the Christians would read that and read that again. Read that statement again. That statement that was just read there. Let me show you how bugged out so-called Christians are.
Which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of God.
So they're saying that the real Gentiles weren't the people of God, but now through Christianity, they are the people of God now.
Right.
That's what they teach. If y'all been to church, you know that's what they teach. But this right here, as we go through this history and the information that the deacon is bringing out, that just cold, clear smashes that stupid doctrine. So that's why I said that the more this truth comes out, the more this going to bring it out. The more hell going to come through the system. Because y'all got to recognize something. We, the Israelites, are the backbone to this society. And the more of us that wake up, we become, hey, Deacon, you're going to like this one. We become malfunctioning slaves in this system. As the more of us that keep waking up, they're going to be like, wait a minute, my slaves ain't acting right. They're trying to get themselves together. We need to bring them back. The traumatic bonding is being broken. Right, the traumatic bonding is being broken.
Get jewishvirtuallibrary.org, the Assyrians. Jewish virtual library. In their own library regarding the Assyrians. I'm going to use their own stuff against them. So they can't say this cult is using our own stuff. Either way, but just for fun of it. We're going to start where it says, the Assyrian conqueror invented. Read it earlier, we're going to read it again, briefly, regarding how they became broken when they were scattered among the Assyrians in the Assyrian provinces, among the cities of the Medes, Gozan, Halah, Habor. You remember that? The rivers. So the Assyrian conqueror invented. We want to start from there. It should be there coming up. On the Assyrian conqueror invented. Right there. The Assyrian conquerors invented.
The Assyrian conquerors invented a new policy towards the conquered.
Which would be Ephraim. Go ahead.
In order to prevent nationalist revolts.
Stop. A nationalist revolt means a racial assault, meaning a nation gathered together to revolt against them. He was going to stop that altogether. Go ahead.
In order to prevent nationalist revolts by the conquered people.
Uh-huh.
The Assyrians would force the people they conquered to migrate in large numbers to other areas of the empire.
Something like the, I don't know, the Chelatiers. Just like that. Go ahead.
Besides guaranteeing the security of an empire built off of conquered people,
Oh, whoa. Besides doing what now?
besides guaranteeing the security
Just
of
hold on. Besides guaranteeing the security of an empire that does what?
built off of conquered people of different cultures and languages.
So they created an invention that would guarantee the security of their empire built off of conquered people. Doesn't that sound so familiar, Dickie?
Oh, very, very familiar.
It rings a bell, right, Dickie?
A big bell. The
Can't
big
put my
bell.
finger on it, trying to figure out what it sounds like. It sounds like America, almost.
I wanted them to say it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do y'all recognize what this right here says? This telling you just like what I just said just a second ago. This society depends on us. And they have created a situation of traumatic bonding for us to continue to want to bond with them, Stockholm syndrome and all that, to keep this security going.
To avoid nationalist revolts or to stop black identity terrorists. That's what that's for.
That line is heavy.
Good.
Guaranteeing the security
Uh-huh.
of their world
Yep.
built off the backs of our people. That's the translation of what it's saying. And we want to maintain that. That's what that point is making.
Yep. Continue.
These mass deportations of the populations in the Middle East, Mesopotamia,
Keep
and
going.
Armenia turned the region into a melting pot of diverse cultures.
Oh. Turn the region into a melting pot of diverse cultures, religions, and languages. Yeah, the familiar. This is deja vu all over. It's weird. Sounds so American.
Melting pot.
Melting pot.
Boiling
which
over with
which is a
slaves.
Babylonian invention. I'm showing you what democracy comes from. Go right back to Assyria. And even before that, you had Nimrod do the same thing.
Yep.
All one people united to him, same exact thing. Just revisit it again later on in time. Let's get Isaiah 20, verse 1. Regarding Ephraim being taken by the Assyrian conquerors. So, to backtrack, we had Pul or Tiglath-Pileser, we had Shalmaneser, we had Sennacherib, Esarhaddon, and that's it, right? So far. Read on. Watch this. Isaiah 20, verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 20, verse 1. In the year that Tartan came unto...
Whoa. Who?
In the year that Tartan
Remember that name? And from 2 Kings? Tartan. Go ahead.
came unto Ashdod, when Sargon, the king of Assyria, sent him and fought against Ashdod and took it.
And fought against Ashdod and took it. So Sargon also was the one that took the last wave of Ephraim into the lands of Assyria. Sargon. And he used Targon and so forth to do it. Sargon. So now you have, particularly you also have Baradak Baladan, but he's not really of importance regarding the deportation. Another Assyrian king, I believe. But you have Tiglath-Pileser, Shalmaneser, Sennacherib, Esarhaddon, and Sargon. Y'all follow? Sargon. These are the ones that were responsible for the large deportation of our people, primarily Northern Kingdom, into foreign lands where assimilation was introduced to them. That melting pot to secure the Assyrians' empire, built off conquered peoples and religions. And remember, because by all of that being there, it's going to cause what? People to be what? Comfortable and complacent. There'll be no nationalist revolts because everybody's all mingled together, all working as slaves under the same man. Same freaking land. Let me get page 203 of Bible Atlas. Let me get the book. Slide over, Jose. Slide over here. You scanned it already? Yeah, let me get it. This book here, I use it all the time. It's called Bible Atlas with charts and biblical reconstructions. A Holman quick source. All right. So this is a good book to have in your arsenal regarding maps. So we're going to look at real quick the deportation. Load up some more if you can. If you can't, that's fine. So to do with that. Yep, this is the fall of Samaria and deportation of Israelites. As you can see, you have, go up to the bottom. It's going to show you what the arrows are for. It should give you a glimpse of what the arrows are pointing to. You see the green spots is where they were placed. They were deported to those areas. But go down, it's going to say, it should say it. See, it says right there, green, deported Israelites. There's a green line right there. Zoom in on it if you can. The green line are deported Israelites. So zoom in on the green line. Yeah, try to give it a space on the side. There you go. See the green line right there? Deported Israelites. All them green lines is us being deported. You see from Israel right there, the bottom. It starts there and it goes up. You see it's being taken to Gozan. And you see it's being taken to Nineveh. And then you have us being taken to Eshuna. Go down to the bottom, it should say it. You see Babylonia on the bottom, Assyria's in caps, and Babylonia's in the bottom, smaller. That means this is Assyria ruling at the time. Go down, over to the bottom of the page, to the writing, down, down, down. Stop. Resettled Israelites. See the green dot spot there? Go back up to the green spots, you'll see it. Go back up to the map again. Up. See them green spots there? Gozan, Hula, Nineveh, see that? That's where Israel is settled. Then the red lines are where they put those heathens out of Hala, Nineveh into our land. The red line goes, they're basically doing a switch up. Green lines go to heathen lands, heathens go into our land. You see that? Kind of like today. The Irish, the German, the Russian, same thing, yeah, same thing. Go down to the bottom of the words. We see the words. Down. See, it mentions the same thing. 2 Kings 17, 5-7. That's why I always go there. Go down. Syrian captives, they took them captive too. That's all I want. So now, let's get 2 Kings 22, verse 1. And we're going to jump to 23.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 22, verse 1.
Verse 1, yeah.
Josiah was 8 years old when he began to reign.
So now we got Josiah. Now you have Ahaz, Hezekiah, then you have Manasseh, Amon, then you have Josiah. So Hezekiah's great-great-great-grandson. Read it again.
Josiah was 8 years old when he began to reign.
Josiah was 8 years old when he began to reign. Go ahead.
And he reigned 31 years in Jerusalem. And
Let me get there. Go ahead.
And his mother's name was Jedidah,
right.
the daughter of Adiah of Baskoth.
All right, so now, let's jump to chapter 23, verse 24. So we're done with Josiah now. For a good reason, too. We're going to jump to verse 24 to 29.
2 Kings chapter 23, verse 24. Moreover, the workers with familiar spirits, and the wizards, and the images, and the idols, and all the abominations that was spied in the land of Judah and in Jerusalem, did Josiah put away, that he might perform the words of the law, which were written in a book that Hilkiah the priest found in the house of the
So
Lord.
Josiah was righteous. He followed behind Hezekiah's footsteps. Go ahead.
And like unto him was there no king before him that turned to the Lord with all his heart, and with all his soul, and with all his might, according to all the law of Moses. Neither after him arose there any like him.
Go ahead.
Notwithstanding, the Lord turned not from the fierceness of his great wrath, wherewith his anger was kindled against Judah, because of all the provocations that Manasseh had provoked him withal.
Manasseh was his grandfather. Manasseh did a lot of evil. He repented, but he did so much evil, so I can't let that pass. I can't let that slide. I got to get at y'all. But that was evil as hell. So based upon Manasseh, he was going to get at Judah. But later on, go ahead.
And the Lord said, I will remove Judah also out of my sight, as I have removed Israel.
Yep.
And will cast off this city Jerusalem, which I have chosen, and the house of which I said, my name shall be there.
Go ahead.
Now the rest of the acts of Josiah and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah?
Verse 29, watch this.
In his days, Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt, went up against the king of Assyria to the river Euphrates. And King Josiah went against him and slew him at Megiddo when he had seen him.
So it says the Egyptians, when you read, was the one up against the king of Assyria to the river Euphrates. So what happened was during this time you had a situation where the Assyrians and the Egyptians allied themselves together to fight against Babylon later on, to fight against Babylon. During this time, Josiah meddled in that. The Lord was going to have it where Assyria was starting to reach its decline in power and Babylon started to rise up. So this marked the beginning of when eventually the Assyrians and the Egyptians band together to fight against Babylon, and they would lose, and Babylon would take over by the man named Nabopolassar. Nabopolassar. All right? Where were we at? That was verse 20, what, 29?
That's 29.
Give me 2 Chronicles 35, verse 20. Second Chronicles 35, verse 20.
The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 35, verse 20.
Uh-huh.
After all this, when Josiah had prepared the temple, Necho, king of Egypt, came up to fight against Carchemish
Carchemish, that's the battle of Babylon. So they're fighting against the Babylonians. Go ahead.
by Euphrates, and Josiah went out against him.
Go ahead. So read on to verse 25.
But he sent ambassadors to him, saying, What have I to do with thee, thou king of Judah? I come not against thee this day, but against the house wherewith I have war. For God commanded me to make haste. Forbear thee from meddling with God, who is with me, that he destroy thee not.
Go ahead.
Nevertheless, Josiah would not turn his face from him, but disguised himself, that he might fight with him, and hearken not unto the words of Necho from the mouth of God.
Uh-huh.
And came to fight in the valley of Megiddo.
Go ahead.
And the archers shot at King Josiah. And the king said to his servant, Have me away, for I am sore wounded.
Uh-huh.
His servants therefore took him out of that chariot and put him in the second chariot that he had. And they brought him to Jerusalem, and he died and was buried in one of the sepulchres of his fathers. And all Judah and Jerusalem mourned for Josiah. And Jeremiah lamented for Josiah. And all the singing men and the singing women spake of Josiah in their lamentations to this day, and made them an ordinance in Israel. And behold, they are written in the lamentations.
So Josiah meddled with an empire trying to take over, which he shouldn't have done that. So you had the Assyrians and the Egyptians rode over to Carchemish to battle against the Babylonians. The Babylonians smashed them both. He thrashed them both. Which marked the decline of the Assyrian Empire. This right here marks the decline. It's around 605 BC. Marks the decline of the Assyrian Empire. Starting with this here, or 609. This is 609 BC. It's called the Egypto-Assyrian assault. Egypto-Assyrian assault. When they were trying to fight against Babylon, they both got thrashed. Let's get the PDF now. PDF, Lost Tribes of Israel, I sent you. Written by Dirk Lang. We're going to go to the abstract. It's the first page. I sent you a PDF. This guy does lectures. He's an anthropologist. It's a PDF. There's a few pages. He does studies on the history of inhabitants of Africa and their Middle Eastern origins. Blow it up some, so everybody can see it, because I cannot read that at all. I'm horribly blind. All I see is anthropos, that's it. The rest is mysteries. There we go. Origin of the Yoruba and the Lost Tribes of Israel by Dirk Lang. We're going to read the abstract. Go down. Captain Messiah. Blow up some more. Or you going to read along? Everybody probably can't see from that. Abstract.
From abstract.
Yep.
Origin of the Yoruba and the Lost Tribe.
Uh-huh.
Abstract. On the basis of comparative studies between the dynastic tradition of the Oyo Yoruba.
The Oyo is the I believe it's the empire in which the Yorubas resided in. It was called the Oyo. Oyo Yoruba. Those of you who are from there know what I'm talking about. Some of you are actually from there in this classroom. Right? Those y'all raise your hand from Yoruba. Some of y'all in here. Oh, you'll see upstairs. One. There we go. There you go. See it? One. That's what that matters. Nah, but it's some in the states also. Gotta hear from there. Go ahead.
And ancient Near Eastern history.
Go ahead.
The present article argues that Yoruba traditions of provenance, claiming immigration from the north,
Hold on, go back. Claiming what? Immigration from
claiming
where?
from the Near East,
Claiming immigration from the Near East. Go ahead.
are basically correct.
He realized that it's correct, that he did studies confirming that the lineage of the Yoruba came from the East. Because the Yoruba resided in the western regions of Africa. They came from the East. Go ahead.
According to Oyo Yoruba tradition,
According to their traditions, their writings, go ahead.
the ancestral Yoruba saw the Assyrian conquest of the Israelite kingdom
Oh, they saw it. Go ahead.
from the 9th and the 8th centuries BC.
800s and 900s. Go ahead.
From the perspective of the Israelites.
Because they were Israelites. That's how you saw it from that perspective. Go ahead.
After the fall of Samaria in 722 BC, they were deported to eastern Syria.
They were what?
Deported to eastern Syria
Because the Syrians were conquered also. Go ahead.
and adopted the ruling Assyrian kings as their own.
Because the process of assimilation was instituted in their minds. So they began to embrace the Assyrians as their kings. Go ahead.
The collapse of the Assyrian Empire is, however, mainly seen through the eyes of the Babylonian conquerors
Babylonian conquerors gave a more historical account because they were the ones that were conquered. They were the conquerors. Go ahead.
of Nineveh in 612 BC.
That's the conquering. Go ahead. Because what happened with Josiah happened, I believe, around 605. Go ahead.
This second shift of perspective reflects the disillusionment of the Israelite and Babylonian deportees from Syria, Palestine, towards the Assyrian
They were
oppressors.
taken to that place. Go ahead.
After the defeat of the Egypto-Assyrian forces at
We
Carchemish,
read that earlier, but Josiah interfered with that. After the defeat of the Egypto-Assyrian forces at Carchemish in Syria in 605 BC, Josiah was meddling in that, and the Lord put him to death for meddling in that business. Go ahead.
numerous deportees
Numerous deportees. Go ahead.
followed the fleeing Egypto-Assyrian troops.
So when the Babylonians thrashed this alliance between the Egyptians and Assyrians, these people fled into Africa, and some of us fled along with them because we were in their armies as well. We fled with them. Go ahead. Into where?
to the Nile Valley
To the Nile. Go ahead.
before continuing their migration to sub-Saharan Africa.
That's all I want. That's all I want. This is the abstract. Now, let's get Isaiah 31, verse 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt.
That's what Israel do. Israel always had a habit. Whenever Assyria or Babylon rose up, we fled to Egypt, thinking that Egypt was the big bad, was the tough guy. Then they would get beaten up along with us by the Assyrians and Babylonians. Read again.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
That's what Hosea did. Before the Assyrian overthrew him, he tried to give him presents to conspire against him. Go ahead.
And stay on horses
Believe in horses.
and trust in chariots,
Trust in their chariots.
because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong.
Go ahead.
But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel,
Uh-huh.
neither seek the Lord. Yet he also is wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity.
Go ahead.
Now the Egyptians are men,
Now the Egyptians are men. Go ahead.
and not God.
Because we thought that the Egyptians are God. Like we think the white man is God today. Same thing. Go ahead.
And their horses flesh, and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he and that helpeth shall fall.
Both he that helpeth, meaning the Egyptians, shall fall. Go ahead.
And he that is hoping
He that has helped, go ahead.
shall fall down.
Us, go ahead.
And they all shall fail together.
They shall fall. They shall what?
Fail together.
They shall all fail or fall. Fail.
That says, mine says fail.
Oh, fail. They shall all fail together. So the Egyptians, along with the Assyrians, who we relied on, fell along. We fell also. We ran also from the Babylonians. Let's get DirkLang.com to get his credentials, to see who he is. So you think I'm making this guy up. DeerkLang.com. Books. It's /book. I sent you the link. Deerk Lang. Read what he has there. It says Ancient Kingdoms of West Africa. That's his specialty. Ancient Kingdoms of West Africa, 2004. Read right there at the top. Africa, what does it say?
Africa centered and the Canaanite Israelite perspective.
Africa centered and the Canaanite Israelite perspectives. Let's jump down. Jump down, jump down, jump down. I don't want all of that. Hold on, go down, go down. The author, right there. That's him right there. Move it over. If you can, move it over to so everybody can see it. Center it. Yeah, I want the author about him. That's him right there. He's in Africa there. Read what it says there.
The author,
Deerk
Lang, is professor of African history at the University of Beirut in Germany.
So a lot of his books are written in German, I think in German and in Dutch. So for those of you who are in our congregation, y'all speak that, so you might be able to buy his books and get back to us and translate it for us, because a lot of his literature is written in languages I can't speak or understand, so maybe y'all can buy them. But his literature is written, he's from University of Beirut in Germany. Go ahead.
He presents here the results of more than 30 years of research devoted to the history of Africa, and explains his more recent focus on relations with Phoenician North Africa.
Keep that word in mind. His focus is relations with Phoenician North Africa. Please, please, keep that in mind. Phoenician North Africa. Keep that in mind. Go ahead. That's his focus. His focus is on the relations of Phoenician North Africa. Go ahead.
Before his appointment in Beirut, he studied African and Islamic history as well as anthropology in Paris. Worked on Arabic texts for 4 years in Cairo, and taught African and Islamic history for 5 years at the University of Niamey. He crossed the Sahara several times and undertook more than 15 research trips to Nigeria, Niger, and Chad.
Go ahead.
His publications in 3 languages included 2 books.
So his publications in 3 languages. See that? Different foreign languages. Go ahead.
Numerous articles in learned journals, and 2 contributions to the UNESCO History of Africa. He is unique in comparing African cultural forms with those of the ancient Near East.
He is unique in comparing African cultural forms with those of the ancient Near East. I mean, he's keen on spotting Israelite cultures among Africans. That's what he's saying, among those in Africa from the Near East. You understand? That's his specialty. In Phoenician North Africa. Keep that in mind. Forget that term. Go back to the PDF again. We're going to go to introduction. We're going to go to introduction. We're going to read that. Yep, read that. Introduction.
According to the present opinion, the Yoruba are of local origin.
According to present opinion, the Yoruba were always there. That's what he's saying. Local origin, and they always remain in that land. They were always in that land. Go ahead. According to present opinion. Go ahead.
But this opinion reflects the great influence of post-colonialism on African historiography.
It's based on whitewashed lies. It's based upon a lie. Go ahead.
Rather than sober text-critical research.
Because remember, he's been there numerous times among the people and did studies on anthropology, so he knows the people and their traditions and read it. So he's saying this is based upon lies and conjecture and opinions. Go ahead.
It involves the fallacious dismissal of the major traditions.
It involves the fallacious, meaning the false dismissing of major traditions that they leave out on purpose to keep us from knowing who we are within these lands. Go ahead.
Suggesting an origin of the ancestral Yoruba in the Near East.
In the where?
In the Near East.
That's where they're from. Go ahead.
In fact, before the rise of
It's going to go up to the top.
academic African historiography.
Go back. Go down. I'm sorry, go down. The rise of what is this? Academic?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go back up to make sure. Academic.
The rise of academic African historiography in connection with the independence of African states around 1960, scholars relied more directly on the available traditions of Yoruba origin, and they did some comparative research between Yoruba, ancient Mediterranean, and Israelite cultures.
Oh, he did a comparison to see what's going on. Go ahead.
On the basis of this evidence, they suggest that Yoruba immigrated from far away, either from Phoenicia,
Here we go again. From Phoenicia. Go ahead.
the Mediterranean world, Egypt, or Nubia. If any of these suppositions could be shown to be true and present opinion to be ideologically biased, it would mean that a culture of the ancient world survived in sub-Saharan Africa, which in the area of origin was superseded by subsequent sweeping developments such as Hellenization, Christianization, and Islamization.
That's how it got changed. So they were keeping Israelite cultures until these three things were introduced. The Greeks came along, then the Arabs came afterwards. The whites came along, the Arabs came afterwards, changing their original traditions that were documented among the people that he found. Continue.
Academic historians of the post-colonial period took a hypercritical position by pointing out several factors thought to invalidate the basic message of the traditions which formerly had been considered to be of minor significance.
Trying to water it down. Nah, that's not what that means. No, it doesn't mean anything. Go ahead.
They emphasized that migration of the Yoruba was unlikely as long as people further north were not immigrants. They estimate that traditions of migration from the Near East were the result of an Islamic feedback.
Oh, that's from the Near East influx of people came from Arabs. No, that's how it happened. Go ahead.
Supposing that
Because later on, the Arabs chased us further into the western regions of Africa. We'll get to that later on. Go ahead.
Supposing that local keepers of traditions manipulated the historical data for the sake of inventing a prestigious history equivalent to that of Muslims and Christians.
Lies are made revolving around how they got there. Go ahead.
More particularly, they accuse scholars who do not conform to Afrocentric attempts to reconstruct African history of following the so-called Hamitic hypothesis.
A Hamitic what?
Hypothesis.
A Hamitic guess. We think they're Africans. Go ahead. And notice it says Hamitic. Because they know Ham exists. That means Noah existed. Go ahead.
Which supposedly denies Africans the ability to found their own states.
Go ahead.
With little concern for the available sources, they claim that any reference to migrations from outside Africa results mainly from the attempt to justify colonialism by projecting the colonial situation into the past.
By pushing it aside. Remember, white folks are there now. They're saying, oh, well, they're here now, but it don't matter. Go ahead. It don't matter where they came from. Go ahead.
Clearly, such ideological preconceptions based on nationalistic historiography erect considerable barriers for any sober approach to the available historical sources.
So what he's saying is that all the information that was presented originally sets up barriers for those who are trying to seek the truth behind where they came from. That's what he's saying. There's barriers, there's lies set up to cause you to deviate from the facts that are right in front of your face, from their sources to the people. Go ahead.
Moreover, they greatly inhibit any attempt to venture beyond.
Those same barriers greatly inhibit or stop you from attempting to venture beyond. Go ahead.
Beyond the natural barriers of regional studies. And they create enormous obstacles for the integration of Africa into world history in ancient times.
They try to remove the thought that the people inhabiting Africa were keeping traditions that date back to the East, the biblical times. They set up lies to push you away from digging further into research like we're doing tonight. Swearing off. Leave us alone. Page 593. Page 593. PDF. We're going to read what this paper actually is, what it is.
The article is a revised version of a paper presented at the conference, Jews and Judaism in Black Africa and its Diaspora.
Whoa. So this paper we're reading here is what he was presenting at a conference regarding Jews and Judaism in Black Africa and its diaspora. Go ahead.
Which was held at the School of African and Oriental Studies.
Which is held at the School of African and Middle Eastern Studies. In the University of what?
At the University of London,
When?
October 30th to the 31st, 2010.
That's where it was held at. Why would a bunch of University of London discussing Jews in Black Africa? How come we discussed in public schools?
They didn't get what you just said.
Well, explain it.
Y'all hear what he just said? There's a why in the world would a bunch of Edomites and people be discussing the history like what we're reading here in London? And recent as 2010. They're having that discussion because they know that that a large part of Israel trickled down into the interiors of Africa. Yep. And they don't want that information out there, which goes right along with Bible prophecy, and they don't want any of this to validate what we're reading in the Bible. As to the reason why we're traveling all over these countries to bring back the remnant of these same people. Mm-hmm. This is all prophecy, and they're having discussions on this in these prestigious conferences and all of that.
8 years ago. Page 591. We're going to start at contrary to others, and we're going to end at descendants. Page 591. It's going to trickle down into 2. Contrary to other African people. Read the point. 1.4, what does it say?
1.4. The Yoruba as the lost tribes of Israel.
There you go. That's the discussion. The Yoruba as the lost tribes of Israel. That's what they were discussing in London in 2010. Go ahead.
Contrary to other African people, such as the neighboring Igbo in southwestern Nigeria, the Yoruba never claimed an Israelite identity.
Go ahead.
Although several authors pointed out...
Why they never claimed it? Why never claimed it? What happened? Due to what I read earlier, Hellenization, Christianization, Islamization, and Assyrian assimilation. Remember, to secure from nationalistic revolts. Remember? The assimilation period. So we were keeping the traditions, but not acknowledging the identity. You understand? Continue.
Although several authors pointed out the existence of Israelite customs among the Yoruba.
See? Go ahead.
They saw them as side effects of, quote, Israelite influences and not as a result of a direct cultural transfer through migration from the northern kingdom of Israel.
So they're saying, oh, they're not Israelites. They just learned from Israelites that were there. No.
Read what you just, go up to the sentence that go before this here.
Although
several authors pointed out the existence of Israelite customs among the Yoruba.
Stop. They're saying that these authors pointed out that there is an existence of Israelite customs among the Yoruba. Y'all see that? Now read the rest of it.
They saw them as side effects of Israelite influences and not as the result of...
What now?
They're saying that it's a side thing, going to your point. Then it is not a result of what?
A direct cultural transfer through migration from the northern kingdom of Israel.
That's to throw you off.
Yep.
That's what that is.
Right. Not to say, they just learned.
You might wake up, but no,
Yeah.
because of direct migration, it's just some side thing. No, it wasn't no side thing. They were the Israelites.
It's telling you that the Yorubas were the migration of northern kingdom of Israel and Africa. That's what it's telling you. That's what it's saying Yoruba is.
But in case you were waking up too fast, they said, well, let me put them back to sleep with this.
Right, but remember, Esau didn't just conquer Ephraim. They conquered remnants of Judah also because we shared lands. As I said before, Simeon had land within Judah. When Assyria went against take Simeon, they took some of us along with them. So you had Yoruba, was primarily northern kingdom, but you had remnants of southern kingdom with them, and among the Igbos is the opposite. But I'll get to that later on. Continue.
More recently, re-examination of the Oyo dynastic tradition in combination with a comparison of cultural traits led to the conclusion that direct links must have existed between the northern Israelites and the Yoruba.
Come on. That's the point right there.
That's the point right there.
Direct
It
links
tells you that
between
it is a direct link.
Between the northern kingdom Israelites and the Yoruba. Go ahead. No, it was no side thing.
However, owing to the incomplete study of Oyo tradition, This conclusion did not indicate the precise nature of the historical connection between ancient Israel and the Oyo Yoruba,
Go ahead.
avoiding the unmentionable notion of mass migration from the ancient Near East.
See what he's saying? They're avoiding the unmentionable notion of mass migration from the Near East. They're saying that they were always there and that the Israelites fled there. But he's saying, no, these are all the same people that fled from one particular place. So you have one side saying they're not Israelites. They're just Hamites that were already there, and Israel fled among them and taught them stuff. But most links are saying, no, they're one and the same. That's his argument. Go ahead. Avoiding the what?
Avoiding the unmentionable notion of mass migration from the ancient Near East. It suggested instead that the remnants of Israelite traditions and culture traits were the result of sporadic influences from Syria-Palestine via Egypt, or of long-lasting trade relations between Phoenician North Africa and sub-Saharan
Go
West
again with
Africa.
that Phoenician North Africa thing again. We're going to deal with that. Continue the notion of the lost of the 10 tribes. I'm sorry.
The notion of the lost the notion of the 10 lost tribes of Israel, on the other hand, is a convenient designation for the northern Israelites deported by Tiglath-Pileser III
Ah, and who?
and Sargon II in the second half of the 8th century BC, and their descendants, according to different authors.
No, that's all I want. And their descendants. So this is the notion of the 10 lost tribes of Israel, on the other hand, is a convenient designation, meaning it makes more sense for the northern Israelites deported by Tiglath-Pileser, or Pul, the third, and Sargon II, Isaiah 20, in the second half of the 8th century BC, and their descendants. That makes more sense, is what he's saying. Now, let's get according to, I should say according to. Does it continue from there? Let me see. According to, right there, according to different authors. Go ahead. We're going to stop with this. We're going to stop at a foundation. Watch.
According to different authors, either the majority of the inhabitants of the northern kingdom or just the upper social stratum was deported by the Assyrians.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Naaman.
No, let's go to the Assyrian author.
The Assyrian authorities resettled the deportees in the region of Habur, Gozan, in northern Assyria, and in the cities of the Medes in Persia.
That's in the Bible, 2 Kings. Go ahead.
Most often, the exiled Israelites are supposed to have been assimilated.
Supposed to have been what?
Been assimilated.
There you go. Most often, the exiled Israelites are supposed to have been assimilated, because that was the agenda of the Assyrians. But it didn't always work. It says most often the exiled Israelites are supposed to have been assimilated. Go ahead.
In their new settlements.
Go ahead.
By the indigenous population.
Go ahead.
So that the idea of the lost tribes of Israel surviving in some other location is thought to correspond to a myth.
See that? So they're saying, see, that's the lie. Oh, they all assimilated. So since all Ephraim mixed around the heathens that were conquered by the Assyrians, they're no more. They're mixed in with everybody else because they were supposed to be assimilated, but not all of them assimilated. Go ahead. However,
without historical foundation.
Wait, I'm sorry. Read that part again.
Most often, the exiled Israelites. Stop moving the thing.
Settlements.
Most often, the exiled Israelites are supposed to have been assimilated in their new settlements by the indigenous populations, so that the idea of the lost tribes of Israel surviving in some other location is thought to correspond to a myth without historical foundation.
It's thought to correspond to a myth without historical foundation. So when you hear heathens say the 10 tribes are no more, they've assimilated, they're all gone, as a myth without historical foundation. You're going to hear that by the so-calleds in the video today.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. Take care of us. Take care of us. And our children too. And our children too. We have abandoned.
I'm a Jew, it sound odd. For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sound wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.